Barbara, don't answer this one if it's too personal. How do you cope in the van if either of you had the trots?
The trots. The trots would be the most awful thing to have in a small camper van. And touch wood, it's never happened to us. So first thing I'd say is be very careful about what you eat. If you look at something on your plate and you think, oh, would this make me ill? Don't eat it if you're in a van, because I think it would be a horrible experience.
Big mistake.
Big mistake. Yeah. But the strategy for that is we would book ourselves into a hotel as soon as we could possibly find one, wouldn't we? Or an Airbnb, and we'd be in that to see it out until we were better.
Yeah, that is the plan.
Yeah.
But having the bivvy loo is our standby, so we know we've got something.
Yeah, you could deal with the initial problem, but you wouldn't want to keep using it.
No, not all the time.
No, you wouldn't. You need, and the same if you're being sick. There's nothing worse, I think, than being sick, is there? But I am careful with what I eat. I might not look it on the video, but I don't take unnecessary risks. I mean, like you can't eat mussels or things like that.
Oh gosh, no. Well, we've had a few trips where I've eaten mussels, and when we've been camping in a tent. Yeah. In France once, I had
Bloody
mussels
awful.
And had to get up in the middle of the night.
Well, it's not even that. It was hard. It was 15 minutes after leaving the restaurant.
That was another time.
You had to pull over and be sick at the side of the road. It was horrible, wasn't it? So now you ask, don't you? Is there any mussels or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, before they cook it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Learnt that lesson.
Yeah.
Right, Den James, how far do you think you will adventure in your new van? Would you consider Canada, for instance, or other far-flung places? And for how long do you believe you could be away from your home? How far do you think you'll adventure in your new van? Well, we definitely want to explore a lot more of Europe, don't we?
Yeah. And Europe is not a problem, is it?
Yeah, because you can just drive.
We can just drive to Europe, and it's a piece of cake to drive back. We don't have to fill out any documentation or anything.
The van or anything. Yeah.
Going to Canada, totally different matter. We have been to Canada a couple of times, is it? I think we've been to Canada. And on fly drives and loved every minute of it. And there's no doubt about it, we would love to be able to go to Canada in our van.
Yeah.
But watching some of the YouTube channels that are already doing that, Tread the Globe,
Overlanding Sophia
into
Canada.
There's a lot of hassle involved.
Yeah.
I know Tread the Globe are now trying to ship their van to Japan, aren't they? And the hoops they have to jump through,
it's a lot of,
not worth it.
We can't be bothered to be going through.
We can't be bothered to do that. No. So we'd either have to hire a van or do what the Travel Beans have done and buy one out there.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It'd be very interesting to own a van out there, but I think the Travel Beans had an awful lot of help buying it.
Yeah. And how long could you be away from your home?
You could be away forever, couldn't you?
Yeah. Well, maybe not forever, but I think the longest we've been away is about 8 weeks. On a caravan trip when we did the Outer Hebrides, or when we went to Iceland, we were away for about 8 weeks. So for me, I'd say that's probably about the limit, 2 months.
Yeah, for me, I think my limit is about 5 weeks. It'd be interesting to see if that changes with the new van.
New van being a bit bigger, more
it
comfortable.
might change
that.
Might
be able to stay away longer.
The reality is, though, if you can afford to, you can always go into an Airbnb and break a trip.
Yeah.
Okay, a little walk from the cottage.
Yeah, let's go.
We've been recuperating from our travels in an Airbnb. I think you could easily extend it by another 5 weeks.
Yes.
As long as you take that time out.
Yeah, and then you're only bound by your house insurance, how long they let you have the house empty for.
Yeah.
Which I think, is that 90 days?
I'm not sure without
Not
looking
sure,
again.
we'd have
Yeah,
to check.
but I think we've
But
got
then-
90 days. Yeah.
Yeah. And then James also asks, just rewatched your Spain trip, which was cut short because of COVID. Will you be redoing Spain again? It seems generally really kind country to campers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely. We will definitely be going back to Spain again.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and probably this year, don't we think?
hopefully.
It's high
yeah.
on the list.
It's high on the list for when we get the new van.
Yeah,
That's
maybe the first trip.
the first trip we do. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
All depends what's going on at the time, doesn't it?
Yes.
I mean, in the world, yeah.
Yeah, world situation. Okay, P. Dicko. Do you find you sleep better in the van or at home? Carol always looks so chilled and relaxed when she wakes up in the van. Well, generally I am very relaxed.
You are relaxed in the van.
And
She's much more relaxed in the van than she is at home.
Yeah, because you can't really do much in the van. You're just, travelling and enjoying yourself and seeing things. So there's no housework to do, none of the chores.
No.
So it is more relaxing, and generally sleep just as well in the van as we do at home.
Oh, I sleep better in the van, without a shadow of doubt. But it takes me 2 or 3 nights to get back into it, and get comfortable, and to stop listening to noises outside the van. It's always the same.
Yeah.
But after about 3 nights, we sleep like logs, really, I think.
Yeah, it's only if there's a lot of like bad weather, like wind and rain, can keep you awake.
Yeah.
But other than that, sleep perfectly well.
Yeah. I think so. What's the next one?
Okay, moving on. Josh Chap, what has been your most favourite park up in the UK and abroad? It's always difficult when someone says your most favourite.
Yeah, because there's so many of them.
So many nice ones. So
let's just talk about the ones we really enjoyed.
Right, in the UK.
You can't think of any.
Do any spring to mind?
In the UK?
For you?
Not that I would say are outstanding in the UK. An idyllic park up somewhere where there's hardly anybody else around. You've got a good view, and you're sheltered from the worst of the weather, isn't it? So idyllic park ups that spring to my mind are that place in Spain on the cliffs.
Yes, I think we've mentioned that before.
Yeah. And the Isle of Man up the northern tip are the ones that really stand out to me.
Yeah, and the last night on the Isle of Man where we were...
Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Yeah.
Up high overlooking Peel, that no one else around, and we had amazing views and we had a beautiful sunset.
A bit rough, the track getting up there, wasn't it, for our van?
It was a lovely spot. I wouldn't want to be up there in the wind.
No, you would regret it.
But it was nice, and being our last night as well probably made it a bit special.
If we ever found, if we ever found a really idyllic spot, I don't think we would share the location, would we?
No, not if it
because
was
if you
to get
do,
spoiled.
It's always a dilemma sharing the locations of places.
Yeah.
We tend to only share the ones that have already in the public domain, don't we?
Yes, if they're already on Park for Night.
Because so many of them are being lost.
Yeah. Jack B asks, what made you choose the new van and why?
Well, if you watch the videos that we put out, we set out our criteria. Two reasons really, I suppose. One, we wanted to have the ability to have 2 other people in the van, didn't we, socially?
Yes. So having the 2 front seats, both swivel, was a must-have.
Yeah, and we probably wanted to move away from LPG because it's getting a little bit harder to get.
Yeah.
You will still be able to get LPG for years to come. It might disappear more from the forecourts, but we watched the Roman Radfords. They're off to Norway, aren't they? And they just filled up over there with LPG.
Yes, because
I must admit, I had a little twinge then. Did you?
Yes,
I had a little thing thinking, I wish the new van had an LPG tank as well.
It's so much cheaper.
It's so much cheaper
as well. Yeah.
But of course, you know, we've made the choice now.
Yeah, just have to live with it. But we're only going to be cooking with gas, so we won't use as much as we did when we were heating with gas as well.
And as for why did we choose that van, well, we've made that quite clear in our videos. We wanted a local dealer.
Yeah, you liked the side elevating roof.
I like the side elevation roof a lot.
Yeah,
and it
ticked all the boxes.
Virtually all the boxes for us.
A bit more space. We didn't want to go too big.
No.
And it was a familiar layout that we're used to. So
yeah.
And we liked the table in it.
Yeah. Well, this will be the first van we've had where we
actually have a table.
We can use the table easily.
Yeah. So time will tell if we've made the right decision.
Certainly will.
Okay, Sim6699 asks, do you like vintage cars, motorhomes or camper vans?
I like looking at them, wouldn't want to own one.
Wouldn't want to own one, no.
No.
No, but always interested in looking at them.
Always enjoy when we go to the shows where there are vintage vehicles or camper vans or anything. I'll enjoy looking around and filming them.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't want to own one. To us, it's just a tool that helps us get to and stay in the places we want to be. Nothing more, nothing less, really. So I doubt very much you'll see me bedecking the van in loads of accessories.
No.
Unless they make it safer.
They have to have a purpose.
Easier to use, then I'm all ears, but I won't pimp the van at all. So if that disappoints anybody, I'm sorry about that, but that's just me. And you don't bother about it either, do you?
No.
As long as it looks all right.
As long as it looks nice. We have got some little fairy lights we might put up in the new... Well, you bought them.
We only bought... No, I didn't buy them for the van. I bought them as emergency lights if they did power cuts over Christmas.
Well, we've got...
And we could run on USB.
Well,
but if you want some fairy lights up, we might be able to do that.
There is some in
the van. We can negotiate
that. John Bastian asks, what is your favourite beer?
Beer? I'm not a great beer drinker. My favourite beer is Doom Bar. If I go into a pub, I'm quite happy to try any of the local beers, but I'm not a great beer drinker or a great drinker at full stop, really. And I put that down to the fact that when I left school, I went to work in the pub trade. And when you work behind a bar and in a restaurant for as long as I did, it sort of puts you off it. So I don't drink a lot. But I do enjoy a drink. Don't think I can't get tipsy with friends, because I can.
Yeah.
But, I don't feel any need to drink.
I'm not a beer drinker. I quite like Guinness or lager, generally, but nothing too heavy.
No. Can't lift the glass. Yeah.
And I don't really
drink. Wine, don't you? You drink
generally wine, or I like a cider.
Huge, great glasses of wine, and that's what Carol drinks.
By the bottle.
Yeah, by the bottle. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions for us, then please add them to the comments of this video.